Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale, McHenry, Illinois. It's February 24th, 2010. First of all, right out of the bat here this morning, I want to remind everybody that Allendale is doing its planted acreage survey. We're just getting started with it. We need your help. Tell us how many acres of corn and soybeans you're expecting to plant this year. And we'll release our numbers in mid-March before the USDA report, so you can adjust your marketing if need be, or so the trade can see where we're at, and there's nobody knows better than what we're going to plant than you, the producer. We also want to remind everybody that we've got a couple meetings next week out in Estherville, Iowa, and Storm Lake, Iowa, on Tuesday of next week. Call in and save your spots for that meeting here on March the 2nd. This morning, we've got outside markets relatively quiet. The dollar is down 10. Crude oil down just one tick to up 10, depending on when you're looking at that market. And gold is down, $6 to $7 right now, which the grain markets, however, we're seeing some rebound from yesterday's sell-off. Corn anywhere from 2 to 4 higher, beans 3 to 5 higher, wheat pretty much steady here this morning. News, we've got Bernanke's testimony here in front of Congress today and tomorrow. We've got labor strikes all across Europe and in Greece, looking to cut expenditures there, cut jobs. And it's basically the adage, cut somebody else's job, not my job. However, Europe is in the situation where they actually are the work the least on an average work week, and it's time that, we've been watching this for years. It's time that they get back to work and be productive, and that's it's running its course there. So there's some issues that will have to be dealt with over the next several months to possibly years. Weather markets also affecting agriculture here. There's stories out now being publicized on the major news wires this morning how the snow melt and the weather conditions that we've got on the last week of February is going to impact planting and cause delayed planting. I think that could be providing some support and some help here to the grain markets, although you've got to remember we are still in the last week of February, and weather has a tendency of changing very rapidly. But we are at that time of year where it's either going to be too hot, too wet, too dry, too cold. So that's going to impact our markets, and we'll have much more talk about that over the next several months. South American weather, same kind of situation. They've really got ideal situations, but there's certain corners, certain pockets that have got too much rain or not getting enough rain, and that's going to have some impact on those specific areas. But in general, still looking at a record crop coming out of Argentina and Brazil. The technical aspects of the market, we closed kind of weak yesterday from a chart standpoint on turnaround Tuesday. We've got support in May corn here this morning around 378.5, and then again around 375. Resistance is around that 384 up around, and again 387.5. Soybeans got a bigger range. Support there is around the 950 to 953 level, and then below that all the way down to 941. But resistance comes in at the 976 to 78 area, and then above that at the 985. May wheat in a range between 504, the $5 area on the downside, with resistance at around 517, and then again at 525. So expect some two-sided trade here today. We do expect some strength in the market, and one of the factors that we've got to be focused on as much as weather and some of these fundamental factors is what are the funds going to do? How much of this money that we've got sitting on the sidelines is going to come back into the commodity market, and that we have to watch very closely. And when they come in, the market's going to go up. So we're at that time of year that a lot of volatility will occur. We also got the March USDA report coming out on the 10th. That is expected to see some adjustments in production there and revisit and revise those numbers. So that could have some impact on us as well, and could provide some support as we go into that report. So if you need more details, don't hesitate to give us a call here at Allendale at 800-262-7538. Over in the livestock market, we got exciting news there as well. Things are stronger. Cutout values up $1.75 in choice, $2.71 for select beef yesterday. There had been some cattle trade, however, in south at $92, but we think that the way the feedlot conditions are and the packers' margins right now, they're going to look to pay higher money here and have to pay higher money this week in order to get enough cattle. The problem that we're seeing is that this choice beef is now reaching this $150 area, and that has been a ceiling in over the last several years for choice beef trade. So we're going to see how we manage that. If we punch through that to the upside, we certainly could get these cattle trading readily in the $95, $97 range in the live market. Over in the pork complex, we had a strong demand there yesterday and cutout value of $1.11 on the upside. Cash hogs should be higher today. Futures should be stronger today as well. Overnight trade was up about 60 cents. Vilsack's comments yesterday that there's possibly some agreement reached with Russia about U.S. pork. We haven't seen any verification of that. Our comments there are be careful. It might be buy the rumor, sell the fact kind of story there, but be very careful about it. Continue to be in contact with our research, and again, if you got any questions, either check into the Allendale Advisory Report here on the web, or give us a call. We're always happy to answer your questions. We wish everybody a very successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.